Hey guys, Jake here, and welcome back to another episode of Bajcetics, boys. So I'm going to give you a little warning before the episode starts. I'm very ill, but we're going to get a video out before Team Near anyways. And so the first team we come up against in today's episode, whilst trying to evolve Kyle Walker and Ben Woodburn in today's episode, is a full Liverpool past and present team, which I'm genuinely a bit jealous of because he actually has fullbacks. So this is his team. It's actually pretty cool. So let's see what this guy does. He has Nico Williams in there as well as his right back. Good idea. I should have thought of that. But yeah, we're going to start off with Bompasta whipping a ball into the box. Gets cleared away, comes to the edge of the box to Kanate, who power shots it. A 43 shooting Ibrahima Kanate has just got a power shot from the edge of the box. That's when you know this game is broken. But I genuinely do think, actually, whilst we're talking about this game being broken, we need to talk about it. So this year, I would say old gen is better than new gen. New gen is literally purely Trivella's, corners, byline cutbacks, spamming RBs you run down the wing with technical plus. It's a very bad game. And old gen's bad because of the amount of rebounds and unable to intercepts, and clear scripting is always in both versions of the game. I would say this FIFA, because of the Evos, is better than 21 and 22. I know a lot of people have nostalgia about 21 and 22, you know, with the likes of Fekir and stuff. And whilst I do agree that those FIFAs were really, really, those FIFA 21, I'm talking about FIFA 21 and 22 specifically, I played them the least out of all the FIFAs we've had. Out of all the Ultimate Teams we've had, I played FIFA 19 more, I played FIFA 20 more, I played FIFA 23 more, and I've played FC 24 more than actually probably all FIFAs already, and we're about 4 months in. So, and the main reason why I've played this game so much is Evos, and I'd say because of Evos, FC 24 for me has to be, out of the last, ever since FIFA, I'd say since I started playing Ultimate Team properly in FIFA 19, I would say this FIFA has to be, unfortunately, I'd say third, which is not very good. Obviously, FIFA 19's last, that game was broken. El Tornado crosses, didn't really play it too much, mainly only played squad battles, can't really review it properly. FIFA 21 and 22, I mean, you had, I don't actually remember what the broken thing was in FIFA 22, but FIFA 21 you had bridge and directional nutmegs, which were broken, and those FIFAs, like, the content was alright, but, sorry, there's one, but the gameplay was just so generally bad. Like, this gameplay, like, a lot of the time it's bad, but I don't rage at the gameplay sometimes. It's just I rage at myself because I struggled to create chances ever since this brand new patch. But this gameplay could definitely be worse. I think, in my opinion, obviously this is my opinion, I'm not trying to speak for everyone here, but 21 and 22 are definitely worse than old gen FC 24. Definitely. So a lot of people disagree, some people will agree, but I think for me it's a no-brainer. So, and I genuinely think FIFA 20 is obviously the best, by a mile. FIFA 20 was so good. And then, I'd say FIFA 23. Last year's FIFA, a lot of people go, oh yeah, you all hate it now, but you're going to love it in about 5 years' time. I said, whilst playing FIFA 23, FIFA 23 was the best FIFA we've had in years. And I'm going to stick by it. FIFA 23 was genuinely the best FIFA we've had in years. Really good content. Gameplay wasn't too broken. There wasn't too much broken stuff. I loved FIFA 23 because it was very important. Like, it made skill moves very important. So, like, and I know this is going to sound quite bad, but I literally just used to do skill runs down the line and score cutbacks, or do skill runs down the line and walk past goalkeepers. And it was fun for me. I had a lot of fun on last FIFA. And then you move into this FIFA, which is, skills aren't as important anymore on new gen, but on old gen, they're still quite important because the game feels slower. You know, you can't get the same boost off a step over as you do on new gen and stuff like that. So, if you're watching most content creators on new gen, because most of them are on new gen, your game looks so much different, so it's hard to kind of learn what you're doing wrong. But for me, old gen is basically a land where content creators cannot affect the gameplay. You know, if a new meta comes in on new gen, all of us old gen players are like, this doesn't really work. This doesn't really work for our gen, so what do we do? So let's just play the way we continue to. And for me, the gameplay that we have now has been the same all year. New gen, the meta keeps adapting. On old gen, it's literally been the same all year. Finesses weren't that broken on old gen. You never saw anyone really doing them. And whereas on new gen, you saw people spamming them. So people had to adjust to that, whereas us old gen players didn't. And it's why I think old gen, FC24, isn't the worst we've ever had. And that's me basically saying that, you know, the gameplay still isn't great. I'd say FC24's a mid-range, in my opinion, on old gen. But that means that the two good gameplay FIFAs, in my opinion, were 23 and 20. And a lot of people would argue 23's gameplay was awful. I would disagree, but obviously everyone has their own opinion. But we move. So, yeah, now that I've spoken about, you know, FIFAs in general, let's talk about Team of the Year. Coughing spurt number 2. So, we have about 70 packs saved now. We're going to do some 82 plus upgrades. Probably not going to do more than 10. Because I think 10's a good number. Because then we can save the rest of our gold cards for later. And once we've done the rest of those... once we've got like the rest of the gold cards from the packs, we can then put them into like Premier League upgrades. Because for me personally, I'm doing the flashback Kante that's going to come out. I might do the flashback Alex Morgan. I'm not touching Bruno Fernandes because I hate Bruno Fernandes. And, like, genuinely, for me personally, Kante and Morgan, I'm happy with them too. I don't need anyone else, really, to think about. I might end up doing Cafu as well instead of Morgan, if that Morgan's not really easily linkable, which he might not be. And, yeah, it could be a fun Team of the Year, because I'm going to spend probably about 200k on upgrades if we don't pack a Team of the Year from the ones we can do in the club. I'm going to try do as many as I possibly can. I'm going to try do as much as I can during Team of the Year. I'm going to try play as many games as possible in squad battles and rivals. I'm not going to play FUT Champs during Team of the Year because the gameplay's not going to be good enough. So we're going to hopefully try and pack one of the Premier League Team of the Years, as we've now completed a Premier League Evo in Kyle Walker. So now we need to do Ben Woodburn. But yeah, the Premier League Team of the Years are De Bruyne and Rodri. You've then got Trent in the 12th man vote, but he won't win over Ronaldo, unfortunately. And then you've got the likes of Alisson and Virgil van Dijk at the back. And I think Ruben Diaz. Is Ruben Diaz winning it this year? I think Ruben Diaz is winning it this year, from what I remember. Yeah, because the attack is Mbappe, Haaland, Messi. Which is, like, fair enough, top 3 in the Ballon d'Or. But I think Salah should be in there over Messi for the calendar year. But that's not the point. And so I think that is it. Yeah, I genuinely think that's it. I think it might be Ruben Diaz, because I voted John Stones, but I feel like a lot of other people voted Ruben Diaz, so that's fair enough. But EA finally released the icon upgrade, and you can do Steven Gerrard. 200k, every passing play style, first touch, Trivela, and power shot. I'm probably going to do him for the Liverpool past and present after Team of the Year, but we'll see. We'll see. So this is now going to be the team that we're going to use, finally using our brand new Kyle Walker. We did put an anchor on him before we played, by the way. And we are going to be using this team in some rivals to get that Ben Woodburn upgraded to an 82. And then we've got one more level to do. So next video, we're going to be upgrading that Ben Woodburn up to an 87. We've got to play 4 rivals games for that. And then we're also going to be working on Armstrong on the finisher upgrade as well in squad battles. So once we've done all of that, we will then be ready to open up Team of the Year packs, because we aren't going to open them until the full team's out next weekend. So if a Kante comes out now and he's only got a week on him, we're going to have to rip some packs, which is the unfortunate thing, because knowing me, I'll pack Alisson and Rodri. But there you go. If you were to ask me to handpick a Team of the Year that I really wanted, you know what? I think, because the thing is, right, I need an attacker. Like, Stoichkov was really frustrating for me. His weak foot is so bad. Like, he can't really... I mean, he's good. Like, he's fast. He can finish. He's got decent dribbling. That weak foot is a killer. That weak foot is genuinely a killer. If I could give up the 4-star skill moves for a 4-star weak foot... No, a 5-star weak foot, I would be so happy. Like, genuinely, this Stoichkov, because of his lack of weak foot, is very frustrating. Because you're sometimes trying to pass, just make a quick little pass. And then because it's on his weak foot, he just can't score it. So, no, because he's on his weak foot, he just can't pass it. He doesn't pass it correctly. He doesn't go where you want it to. And it's very, very frustrating. But, we'll hopefully try and replace him during Team of the Year, maybe with one of the nominee cards, potentially. You never know. If Salah gets a nominee card and we can get Salah, new attack of Salah, Mbappe and the Evo Armstrong, that seems fun. Midfield of a Billy, N'Golo Kante and Bajcetic. Again, we need a new CDM. Alisson is decent, but he's not very good at winning the ball. Hopefully Kante has 2 playstyle pluses. Hopefully he has Anticipate and Bruiser or Anticipate and Intercept. I think for Kante that would be perfect. There's apparently a striker Evo that could make Nunes 90 rated, which, obviously we've already got a Founders Evo for Nunes. We're going to have to think of someone else to put in it. But apparently you get a +8 upgrade, so you never know. Could be another Liverpool player we could put in. I'll have to think about it, though. Maybe a women's player. Maybe we can chain Evo. Maybe put Kiernan, the silver, into the finisher and then into that striker Evo, potentially. But also, I don't know how that's gone in. So, yeah, and then at the back, Bompasta. I need to talk about Bompasta because she's very good going forward. But defensively, she's very weak and she doesn't feel that fast. So I might need to put a shadow on her, to be honest. Which I'm probably going to end up doing. And then Kyle Walker's okay. He's decent, but he ends up... I think my formation's also a bit weird because all my players end up out of position a lot. Because obviously when Bompasta goes forward, the AI wants to cover it. And also, I feel like the new patch has kind of broken the 4-3-2-1 a little bit. It's not awful, but it's not anywhere near as consistently shaped as it used to be. Kyle Walker's always drifting into midfield. Bompasta's never in the right position. Bajcetic always ends up at left back. And my strikers always end up in random positions where I don't want them. So, this is a very weird formation now. And I'm genuinely thinking maybe the 4-1-2-1-2-2 is the way to go. I wouldn't be upset with a 4-1-2-1-2 as Lucio scores a green time bicycle kick to get a rage quit. I'm not surprised he's left after I've green timed the bicycle kick. Jake, get a life. So, yeah. We are now completing a 82 rated squad for a Team of the Week player pick because we're going to need Team of the Weeks. Cafu requires 3 Team of the Weeks. And Cafu's actually quite cheap. He's actually very, very good value. Being only 500k. Would he be better than Kyle Walker? Obviously, yes. But how much better? I haven't used Kyle Walker loads, but the positional stuff from Kyle Walker is what put me off. If I use him in a different formation and that doesn't mess up the positions, then there you go. That'll be quite nice, and we'll be able to see how good he is really and whether I need to do Cafu. But to be honest, I think, my defense is pretty good. Kanate is actually quite decent as well. The only thing I'd say I lack is a CDM that can cover them well, because Alisson is stiff. He's not very good at defending. His passing's not very good. His dribbling's not very good. He's not very fast. He's not very good at anything, that Alisson. And to be honest with you, I'd love his Team of the Year just so I can get rid of that winner wild card. But, yeah, for me personally, I really, really want... I really, really want Kante. He'll be very good in that midfield role. So, this is the Armstrong I mentioned earlier. A lot of you would have been wondering, what are you on about? I forgot that I hadn't even mentioned him. We were debating Salmon or Babajide in the last video, and it was a very, very big debate. But this card then came out in Team of the Week. He has now dropped down to 35k, which is actually quite annoying for me because I had spent about an hour sniping him at 65k. But this card is genuinely incredible. Very good playstyles. The only thing he lacks really is technical. With a marksman, maxed out shooting, 99 dribbling. The only thing he doesn't have max of is composure. And he still has more composure than Thierry Henry. Actually has 91 sprint speed and stuff. 96 rated striker. This card is one of the best on the game. So I had to web app snipe him. Got him for 65k. I'll check how much he is now actually real quick. Yeah, so he is actually 35k. Which is annoying, but I don't care. And I've also put FIFA points on my account just so I don't have to spend coins. But we could spend 75k to get a link on this Gibson. He has 99 composure, decent reactions, 96 defending with a shadow, 90 physical, bruiser, jockey. This could be him if we don't decide to do Chambers. But yeah, we now also have Rivals rewards to claim. Obviously, you're going to take on tradables and stuff so we can save the packs for Team of the Year. But we have now got to Division 5, which is more than we got to last season. I think if I could maybe make this week my push for Division 4, that would be perfect. If I can get into Division 4 this week, beautiful. We are looking very, very chill indeed. Because then we'll just get dropped back to Div 6, and then we can maybe work towards Div 3 next season when we play during Team of the Year. So, yeah, we're going to now start this evolution, the weak foot training for Armstrong. Unfortunately, you can't put him in skill moves because he has too much shooting and too much finishing to go into then finisher, which is a shame, but it is what it is. We're going to put this Armstrong in. He's going to end up becoming 86 rated, as you saw there. So let's start evolving him. And first of all, we had to I think it was play 2 squad battles games. So in the end, it didn't actually take us too long to get this first level done. And then all we've got to do is get 1 clean sheet and play 2 rivals games. So without further ado, boys, let's get back into some rivals with this Armstrong in the team, and let's go get ourselves 2 wins and a clean sheet. So this is going to be the team. As I said, Walker was out of position, Bompasta was out of position. I mean, a lot of players just ended up out of position in games, so we might have to try some new tactics out, which I'm all down for doing. Maybe the 4-1-2, 1-2-2 will be it. Maybe I put long ball on with direct passing. You never know. But we're going to start off this gameplay segment with a corner goal. As I was saying, corner goals are OP, Trivelas are OP, cutbacks are OP, and that's all you're going to see me score this video. Or just I sprint down the line with Mbappe and Elastico and score. Yep, there you go, there's an Elastico, and then I get fouled, get absolutely chopped into a million pieces by Inform Robinson. Canate into a Billy, into Mbappe, it's very good play. Armstrong shifts it onto his right, green time finesse shot, and we score. So we then move into the next game, and this guy's got a very nice team. Evo Marlin, the 5-star one. Not as good as Armstrong other than the 5-star skill moves, but yeah, we managed to see a good run from Stoichkov, dinks it over the keeper. I mean, I never said Stoichkov was bad. I just think his weak foot is very annoying. I need a bit more weak foot on him. And it's the same with that Evo Gerrard. He's only 3-star. And if I'm going to replace Allison with a 3-star Gerrard, and I know he'll have good passing and shooting, and his dribbling won't be that bad, but it's like, will he be a good DM? Probably not. He's probably not going to feel that fast, but it's Steven Gerrard, so I still want him. So it's like, I'd want Kante and Gerrard. But anyways, down the line we come, into Armstrong, good save from the keeper, and it's another corner. Obviously, we're going to, instead of going with a bomb pass, we're just going to take it with a Billy, and we score a bicycle kick to equalise. And apparently now, before it used to be very easy to score corners with headers. Now apparently it's back to only being bicycle kicks again. So yeah, just do the same thing as before that you were doing, but instead of trying to head it, just hold LT and he'll bicycle kick it instead. As I don't know how Alisson saved that from Mbappe, but fair enough. And we have now actually gone 2-1 down at half time in this game. But we've brought Armstrong off, got Futra on the pitch, and we're going to go again. Mbappe bursts away with his pace. We're going to bait the inside, go back to the outside, and finish it with Mbappe. Very nice goal. Nothing too broken about that one. We brought on Yaya Toure as well. He spreads it out wide to Bompasta. We're going to look inside potentially. Instead, we're going to whip it in, knock it down with Futra into Muriel. And it's a good block by the defender, but he has fouled me apparently, and we are going to get a penalty in the 84th minute with Mbappe. Stick it up right. See you later. Wabush. And there you go. There's our 2 wins. I'm pretty sure that's our 2 wins. And we are now almost halfway through Division 5, which is nice. And we've still got rivals to play this week for Ben Woodburn and for Armstrong. So we definitely can make a push towards Division 4 this week. On a streak now as well. So that's 1, 2, 3, about 4 wins on the bounce. And we should be fine. And that was weak foot training with Armstrong completely done. And as you see, I'm on the FIFA points store. Because I have bought FIFA points. Now you might be wondering why. It's because I wanted to save as many coins as I can for Team of the Year. I already spent 65k on the card. So let's just save ourselves 100k by putting £4.50 on this game and getting the finisher Evo. I think the only reason you should be spending FIFA points is either really good value guaranteed promo packs, like, the foundation ones that give you like 1083 pluses for 100k or something. Something like, not like that, but you know what I mean, like the good value ones, and there aren't many. There'll maybe be like 1 all year. Or Evos. I think an Evo like this for £4.50, being able to get this card up to 89 for £4.50, definitely worth it. This man will definitely make me £4.50 in emotional value. And I don't even know how that works. But he will. And as I said, this card is genuinely incredible. So, yeah. And he is going to have, 91 sprint speed, 99 acceleration, with a marksman, maxed out shooting and maxed out dribbling, 85 instead of 86 composure, but that is the same as Thierry Henry, maxed out aggression and jumping, nice stamina, a bit of strength more with the marksman. This card is genuinely perfect. So maybe follow this Evo path for 35k, guys. Definitely worth it for 135k. Thank you all for watching. He has solved the debate of Salmon or Babajide. Have a good team of the year. Wish you all the best luck.